In this video, I'm going to show you how I fixed my skinny fat physique forever. Being skinny fat is probably the worst physique you can have because you don't know what to do. You don't know whether to bulk or to cut. And if you do either of them, it seems like the wrong choice. And no, I'm not just going to tell you to do a bunch of more cardio and eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. What I'm going to do instead is give you something where once you finish watching this video, you will genuinely have a toolkit to go away and then change your physique forever. It's not just going to be some fluff where you're going to think, oh, beautiful. It's like all those other videos online where they tell me too much, I can't implement any of it, and then I'm stuck forever. No. The first thing is why you're stuck where you are and why I was stuck where I was. We always try to fix everything at once. If you try to do 30 minutes of cardio a day, chicken, broccoli, and rice every day, you're going to fail. The reason being is because if you're someone who has a skinny fat physique, your habits have gotten you where you are. So if you try to go from a skinny fat physique where your habits are probably, most likely, bad sleep, lack of exercise, poor diet, to the most insane and incredible routine and regimen you could have, you're going to crash almost always. Number two is definitely don't start doing an insane amount of cardio. You don't need cardio to fix a skinny fat physique. You're going to crash. And if you go on an extreme diet, you're going to stop. It's so hard. It's hard enough eating chicken, broccoli, and rice for an athlete. For a skinny fat person, your habits will not allow it. Your lifestyle will not allow it. You'll end up going on a massive cycle. So this is what my cycle looked like. I would go from skinny fat, where I'd be more skinny than fat, to then fat, skinny fat, where I'd be more fat than skinny. And I just bounced between the two and I'd never get a good physique. It was awful. So I decided to make a change where it was more appropriate. And before I get into that, if you do want a copy of this entire Google Doc, I do have a free community where I always put the Google Docs inside that community, and then you can also talk to me inside there as well. Link is in the description. So these are the steps that I took instead. So first thing is that your genetics are not making you who you are. So my physique right now, just to give you an insight, is this right now. I used to look like this. I just thought I was stuck for my entire life. All those people online had the better genetics and that I was stuffed, and that's not true at all. I focused on my daily lifestyle first. Instead of focusing on insane things like cardio and an incredibly hard diet, I first understood why am I the way that I am. And I made small changes that I can implement every week, and this is one of the changes. If you focus on a massive amount of cardio where you're trying to do 30 minutes a day of running when you don't even run, your body's going to absolutely destroy itself and you're not going to want to do it after day 2, let alone day 1, actually. I just started getting my steps up. So if you are in the skinny fat sliding scale, you are more fat and you want to lean down a bit, do not do cardio and an insane diet. Instead, get your steps up. So have a tracker of some sort. It can be your phone or your watch, and see how many steps you're getting at the moment. What you're going to realize is that it's probably around 2,000 to 3,000. If you just up that, if you double that to 6,000 or 7,000, it will become much easier to lose weight. And if you combine this with the following, if you increase your water intake, this is one of the simplest ways to lose weight. Because if you're on the fat side, I hate to break it to you, of skinny fat, you will want to lose weight first and then bulk up with muscle. If you try to do the muscle part first, it's a losing game. You're not going to win. So if you increase your water intake, what this does is it means your stomach is going to be full for longer throughout the day and you will end up eating less. So instead of focusing on eating less, you focus on consuming more water, which is far easier, and then you end up consuming less and then you end up losing weight. That's just a simple trick. And then some other things to make sure that you are a person who can get an aesthetic physique like this. Fix your damn sleep. If you have terrible sleep, you won't be able to be disciplined and you won't be able to hold yourself to things, because when when you've had bad sleep, you end up more likely to commit bad habits and do bad things for your body. So what can you do instead? Fix it. Fix your sleep. Go to bed at the same time every night and make sure you do not use your phone anywhere near your bedroom. So that's the two main things. And the third thing is an hour before you go to sleep. Let's say it's at 11 p.m. It could be 1 a.m. Just make sure it's the same time every night. Make sure that 1 hour before you don't do anything stimulating. Now, some people think, oh, I got to read for an hour. Are you kidding? Because I know that most people nowadays, they hate things that aren't to do with their phone. And fair enough. When you're addicted to your phone, it sucks. And that's all you want to do all day. But I highly recommend lock it, turn it off, put it in the drawer, get it away from you for an hour before you go to sleep. You will thank me. You will be able to get to sleep so much quicker now and at the same time every night. And then fixing your skinny fat physique will seem much easier as well. So the next thing, we already went over that, walking, just get your steps up every day instead of focusing on an insane amount of cardio. And then nighttime eating as well. So this is to do with sleep too. don't eat late. Reason being is because it ruins your sleep. And it also gets in some calories at the end of the night that is probably not good for you anyway. If you make sure to just do these things, your skinny fat physique is going to start to dissipate. That's getting yourself away from skinny fat. Now, once I did that for a while, this is what happened to my physique. I went from this, because on my last cycle, I was ending up skinny. I went from this and then I started gaining healthy weight. So after doing all these things, it allowed me to implement things like healthier eating, increasing my healthier eating. So rather than just binging on bad foods to gain my weight and then getting to this, I would end up eating more foods like oats with protein powder, honey and banana, instead of a burger with chips. Like it just means the weight you're going to be gaining is healthier because the carbs are healthier, the proteins are healthier. Now, I'm not aesthetic in this photo, but you can see my arm size is increasing, my chest size is increasing, my shoulders are lacking at this point, but my forearm started developing as well. You can't really see it here, but my oblique started to come in as well. My abs were probably non-existent at this point, but my physique started filling out in a really nice way. I was no longer just fat or skinny fat. And then after that process, this part does get harder, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's still not as hard as people make it out to be. Like getting to this physique, it honestly wasn't that difficult if you're just consistent at the things that you are capable of doing after you commit to just doing these simple habits. The biggest thing was I stopped crashing every time I tried to get in shape, because you see this mountain that you look in front of you. If you look at this mountain where you're skinny fat, you're starting at the bottom, and you look up to an aesthetic physique, you just think it's impossible. So it gets you out of that mindset of thinking that it's just your genetics and it's impossible. Habits became easier. They just weren't so extreme anymore. If you start at an extreme habit, you're going to crash. And this is when I stopped looking soft. And then I lost my skinny fat forever. And then this is the last thing to come in, is getting leaner over time. That's when your habits they almost pass this threshold of difficulty where once you pass it, then it's almost like you just can't go back because you're no longer a person who can be skinny fat. I do have 7 spots available one-on-one at the moment for one-on-one coaching to help skinny fat men build an aesthetic physique. So if you're interested, you can apply in the link below. It's below the school link. So yeah, first come, first served. Now the conclusion, I'll sum it all up. So most skinny fat people, including myself, they just try to start on step 11 instead of step 1. So if you really want to fix skinny fat, don't do cardio, don't do insane diets. You'll always crash. Fix the basics first. So remember, make small upgrades. Don't do anything insane. You just want to make sure that the first things that you do, you can implement, let's say for a month. If you think that upping your steps by doubling it to 6,000 and getting better sleep is easy, trust me, it's not. That's why you have what you have right now. I'm just going to be brutally honest with you because no one else is going to online. Everyone's always going to say, oh man, you can do it. It's so easy. Chicken, broccoli, and rice. Doing a bunch of cardio, just make sure you wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. It's so unrealistic. It's just way better to make sure that you start small and then build from that. And then you get this momentum. It's like, it looks like this. It's curving upward. It looks like an exponential graph. And it's amazing because then when you get to, let's say, month 3, month 4, month 5, your improvements start to come quicker and they start to get easier because you're a person that can say, instead of 3,000 steps a day, you're now a person who can do 5,000 steps a day easy. And then the next month, you're now a person who can do 8,000 steps a day easy. That's just an example. Like there's obviously sleep and there's other things involved in this, like slight changes to your diet. But yeah, start with the small changes. Now, if you want to know exactly where you're starting, I do have a soft frame scorecard. So if you download this document, you can go over this and you can mark all of these 1 or 2, and then by the end, it'll give you a range. So it'll show you whether or not you are within 0 to 15, 16 to 30, and then 30 to 50. And then you'll realize where your starting point actually is. So let's say, for example, all of these parts of your life, so your nutrition, your training, your recovery, consistency, and movement, let's say they all end up below the point score of 15, then you definitely know that your foundation is broken. So starting with the things that I was recommending. But if it's not, then you might be further down. I highly recommend downloading this and getting to this scorecard, and it'll actually show you where you need to start and what you need to do. So thank you for watching.